Hello everyone. I finally have some time to preserve these corn. So I'm trying to decide how am I gonna preserve them. I can make salsa and preserve them that way, or I could can them up, pressure can them up and preserve them that way. Or I can make a salad of preserving them. I think most likely I'll probably make a salad. I never make a salad before. I'm going to make a salad with some vinegar and olive oil and see how that turns out, see if it tastes good and stuff like that. Something new and different instead of making pickles, because that's what most people do. They don't make relish with it. I could make relish with it, or they'll just pressure can it. I think I'll make a salad with vinegar, oil and salt and some other seasoning. I think that would taste good. I never did that before and preserve it that way, so that's what I'm thinking about doing. But there's a few things that I'm learning about corn, and I'm also trying to find ways to be more resourceful in many ways and be less wasteful if I can. So I've been learning that you can use the old part of the corn to create a products. So not just the corn cob, I think they call it. Not just the seeds alone you can preserve, but you can also make jelly from the there's I learned that you can use the cob, I think that's what they call it, the cob of the corn, to make jelly. And I heard that the jelly actually tastes really good. So after I remove the corn from the cob of the corn, I'm going to make jelly with it and see if it really does taste like honey. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna make a salad with it. If I change my mind, you guys will know afterwards. So while I was trying to do research and find out like how can I use most of the corn and be less wasteful with it, I also find that the silk of the corn, after you cut off the first part in front of the corn, this part of the silk is very good for you. There's a lot of health benefits about it. I'm not a doctor, so do your research about it and ask the doctor if you can use it. People use it to make tea. Apparently it's good to remove kidney stone and stuff like that. But as I say, before you start doing that, make sure you talk to your doctor about doing that also. I put this bowl inside it, and then I'm gonna put the corn on top and then see if I can cut it. I think this bowl is too high. I'm spilling the corn everywhere. It's too high. I'm gonna have to put something smaller. Yeah, I got something smaller to put inside, and then I'm gonna try to cut the corn off the cob. Yeah, this is much better. Perfect height. So I'm gonna do this, and then I'll show you what I'm gonna do next. So this is the amount of corn that I got from all 13 corn cob. So I got this measuring cup from the hardware store, and you could put up to 8 cups of whatever you want in it. I decided I'm going to make corn relish and also a salad also with the corn mixed with other fruits and vegetables. So half of the corn that I have in this bowl with the vegetables and fruits that fill all of this container. I'm gonna make a salad with it, and then half of the corn that is in here I'm gonna make a relish with it. So right now I'm gonna make the salad, so I'm gonna cut up the vegetables and fruits for that. So you guys, I changed my mind again. I always seem to be doing that. I'm not going to make corn relish at this moment because I have so much cucumbers. I'm just going to use that to make relish instead. But half of the corn I'm going to put it in salsa because I love salsa and I can never get enough of salsa. I don't think you could ever have enough of salsa. So I have a lot more of these tomatoes, so I'm just going to make salsa with the corn, the half of the corn, another time instead. But the vegetables and fruits that I cut up in here is cucumber, carrots, onions, garlic, bell pepper, and I'm going to put 3 tomatoes. And I decided that to get this olive in the bottle, and I'm gonna put some of the olives also in it. I think it'll make the salad taste really good. So I know I said like half of this, like this full container, I'm just going to use half of that. Half of this and half of the corn together, but the 3 tomatoes, it cannot fit inside, so I'm gonna put the 3 tomatoes afterwards. So I'm pouring it, the vegetables and fruits, I'm pouring it in another pan, and then I'm gonna put the tomatoes and I'm gonna put some olives. I know you lose some vitamins when you do cook cucumbers and other vegetables and fruits, but you don't lose all of it, and the vinegar will act as some sort of preservative, so I don't need to put it in the pressure cooker. I'm just going to use a steam canner instead. If you don't have a steam canner, you can just use a pot and just fill the containers with the veggies and fruits, and then afterwards you put them in a very large pot, and you put the containers in a very large pot and just fill it above the container, at least 1 inches above the container, to make sure the top is covered completely, and then you water bath it that way. So you don't need a steam canner. A steam canner is very handy to have, where you don't have to use as much water to do that, but if you don't have that, it's fine. Yeah, some cultures they do cook cucumbers, believe it or not. I know in Jamaica, when they give us cucumber, they would never cook it. I never heard of anybody cooking cucumber. You always would see people eating it raw, until I do a lot of research and find out that some cultures, in some cuisine, that they do cook cucumber. They even make soup from cucumber too. it kind of makes sense that they do that because cucumber is related to the zucchini family, and zucchini is related to the squash family, and they are related. So if you can cook zucchini, and you can cook cucumber, and if you can eat cucumber raw, you could also eat zucchini raw, even though I'm not interested in eating zucchini or any kind of squash raw, but you can because they're all related. And I don't know how it tastes like because I don't have any interest of doing that, but it's good to know that you can do that. I thought that, you know, like if I put the olives, sometimes I buy the olives in a container and I don't use it because either I forget about it or I'm too lazy to open up the bottle to use it in my food. I just normally use it when I make homemade pasta, and I don't make pasta that often. So this will give me an opportunity to get it more in my diet, because it's just so much easier just to open up homemade canned food than to open up this big thing and taking out olives all the time. Kind of lazy about doing that. So I think that would taste really good. So I'm looking forward to that. So now I'm gonna measure out the corn. Half of the corn in here. I want to see what half looks like. So I'm going to put it in here first. I did say I was going to get more corn from that guy if I see him. I haven't seen him so far because I haven't went to that mall yet. Maybe sometime this week I will go and check and see if I see him there. There's so much farm here surrounding this town. It's not in town, but they're surrounding the town. So much corn farm, potatoes farm, you name it. It surrounds this town, you know. So it's nothing like when you get the produce when they just harvest it than to get it from the store. When they just harvest it, there's a way, the taste way different, even if it's not organic. But some of the farmers, I found out that they pretty much are organic. It's just that they can't say that they're organic. The rule is that you have to not spray the crops for at least 7 years before you can say that you're organic. So if you haven't sprayed the crop for like 7 years and under, you can't call yourself organic. So that's what one of the farmers told me, because the beets that I bought, I wasn't going to buy it because I asked if it was organic, and she said we can't say it's organic for that reason, for the reason why I told you, but they have not sprayed the beets with anything for the last under 7 years. So maybe they're transiting to organic farming. So there are some farmers that before they weren't organic, but now people keep telling them that they want organic produce, so little by little they're trying to start to do that, and that takes a while. So yes, if you buy a land or you start a farm that they used to spray that farm with pesticide and stuff like that, it's gonna take 7 years or more before you truly will have organic garden. Yeah, this is great. This is gonna be so convenient because sometimes I'm lazy, and this would be a very good way to get some veggie in my diet and fruits in my diet. It's encouraging. It's a lot of fiber. The corn has a lot of fiber, so I'm going to put some olives, and then I'll tell you what else I put afterwards. So I'm going to put some oregano, dry oregano, and some parsley. This is just spontaneous. I never seen a recipe like this before, so hopefully it comes out tasting good. But I love to experiment. I think you guys know that already. So I'm gonna just mix it up some more. I'm looking at the amount of salad that I have here. I think I might put like 3 cups of vinegar. If I decide to put more, I will let you know. But right now I'm gonna put 1 cup of olive oil. I'm wondering, have you guys heard how there's some countries where they're saying that the water, the tap water has been contaminated in some province and in some state, etc. Remember I told you guys that there's a possibility for that to happen, or they could turn off the water on you. Telling you, these people, they really don't care about humanity at all. There's a lot more worse things that they're gonna do to us, but I can't get into that. Some people may not like to hear this. I'm gonna put like 3 cups of vinegar. Some people may not like to hear this, but it looks like we're gonna have to learn how to live like our ancestors was living before, to survive all of these crazy things that's happening to us right now. I know that most of us want to have things easy, but they're really making it difficult for people to do that, to have things easy. So I'm gonna taste this first before I put any salt, because olives in the bottle naturally have salt on it. So I don't want to make this too salty, so I'm gonna taste it first. Kind of surprised. It naturally, it has a natural sweet flavor on its own, and I didn't put no sugar in there. I think the sweetness comes from the onions and the corn. So I'm going to put some salt. This is about a tablespoon of salt. This salad actually looks good, and if it tastes just as good as it does now before it's cooked, I'll be making this salad more often. Easy meal to eat. This salad, canning is so convenient. You know how many times me and my husband, we go somewhere and we come home, we're so tired, we don't have time to cook anything, or we don't want to cook anything. Just open up a can of anything and create a meal with that. So let me taste this and see how it tastes. It needs more salt. I'm gonna try 2 more tablespoon of salt. Now I'm gonna try it 1 first. I don't wanna over salt it. I add the salt little by little, because the salt is not necessary as long as I have enough vinegar in here. It's just for flavoring. You know the good thing about this salad, you can open it and open it after it's preserved and put some fettuccine with it, or some cottage cheese or some sort of cheese with it, and that will give it even more flavor. I'm gonna put more oregano, more parsley, I'm going to put another tablespoon of salt, because this is a lot of vegetables. And I think that should be enough. If it's not, then I will add more. But it doesn't need any sugar. It has a natural sweetness. I think it comes from the corn. I think more garlic will go good in this, but I'm not gonna put no more. I'm too lazy to cut up more garlic. Yeah, that is enough salt, but I am thinking that I should put some garlic powder in here. It will give it some added flavor, so I'm going to do that. It kind of tastes like Greek salad, imitation Greek salad. I don't know exactly what they put in Greek salad, but kind of tastes like that, but less salty. This is half a tablespoon, so I'm going to put 2 of that, of garlic powder. I think that will help it to give it a more of a kick. since I'm so lazy to cut up more garlic. So after I put a tablespoon of garlic powder, this actually tastes like a vinaigrette salad. So if you like vinaigrette salad, you might like this one. So I'm thinking you could put another tablespoon of salt, but I'm not going to put another tablespoon of salt because this could give me the option to put some salty cheese with it when I open up a can, and the saltiness from the cheese will balance it out more. So this is actually turned out way better than I thought it would. I'm glad I did this. I'll show you guys what it looks like so far. So this is what the salad looks like so far. It looks really good. 1 minute. Yeah, so this is what it looks like. I think it looks very healthy actually. And this actually tastes like a vinaigrette salad. So imagine if you do put cheese with it, it's going to taste really great. So if this turned out to be very good after I steam can it, I'll be making this more often. This will be a tradition of mine to be doing. So now I'm going to put them in sterilized bottles, and then I'll steam can them for 20 minutes, and I'm going to leave it for another 5 minutes in the steam canner. Then I will remove it, wipe them down, label it. After school I'll label it, and then that's it. Instant salad in a bottle that will last for a long time. Hey you guys, forgive me, I changed my mind again about with the salt. I put another tablespoon of salt, and the reason why is I know I'm not going to always have cheese to mix with the salad. And after I did that, I taste the salad. It will be okay even if I do have some cheese to mix with it, to put in it. So just letting you guys know that, as I just told you, this is a spontaneous recipe for me. So a lot of my cooking is very spontaneous. It takes me a while to make up my mind what I want to do, and most of the time at the last minute I change my mind about certain things. Oh, you guys didn't see me filling it up. Just 1 minute. Yeah, remember to always de-bubble anything with liquid. Use a chopstick and de-bubble it. Wow, doesn't that look good in the bottle? Well, you guys can see. It looks really good in the bottle. Do another one so that you see it. I'm really excited about this because I never heard of anybody making a preserving salad before by water bathing it or steam canning it. It gives people more option of preserving their food other than pickling it or just making salsa. This actually tastes like a salad that you will get from the restaurant. Only thing, it has more water and more vinegar in it, but the water comes from the vegetables itself. was thinking about this salad that it would be a very very easy, convenient meal to create a vegan style meal with some beans that you can, and garlic toast bread at the side with it. It'd be a very convenient lunch to make, actually. Very tasty one too. I don't know, I think I started to can like almost 4 years ago, off and on. I didn't take it really too seriously until 2 years ago. I started taking it more seriously to do it more often. But I wish I knowed like many years before that how to can the beans, because the beans, they come out so tender and delicious. Even if you just use just salt alone to season it up before you can it, it's even with that alone, it's so flavorful. So imagine you put other seasoning in it, or other ingredients in it. The vegetables taste really, make it taste even better. Yeah, so I have to keep reminding you guys, anytime you're water bathing anything or pressure canning anything, before you do that, after you put the products, you really need to wipe down everything. I mean, wipe down the rim with the vinegar. It's very important so that the bottles will sealed. If you do all of that and you follow all of the steps, and you find out that the bottle is not sealed, that might happen once in a blue moon. If you find out that happened, all you have to do is to take that container and put it in the fridge and just use it when you have a chance to use it, or you can re-can it. But if it's just one bottle, why are you gonna use so much water just to can one bottle? Might as well just use it for a meal or something. But that's what you can do if it doesn't seal after you do all of that step. That doesn't happen too often, but it can happen. And how you know it's sealed is by when you lift it up after school the next day, when you lift it up with the brim and the cover doesn't come off, you know it's sealed. And you will hear a popping sound also when it's sealing. This is what they look like after I remove them from the steam canner. I guaranteed, if you don't like eating salad or you don't like eating vegetables, that you will like this. Anyways, you guys have a good day. Talk to you another day. Bye.